One more thing I want to touch on before we get into today's topic of friendship is Daily Wire host Michael Knowles was suspended from Twitter over a post responding to Nashville elementary school shooting this week. Well, we know what happened. God have mercy and bless those poor souls who are dealing with this aftermath of this awful thing that happened. But that's interesting that he was kicked off.
Do you know what he said?
I'm looking it up. Feel free to help me here. Attention. Let's see. According to a screenshot posted by fellow Daily Wire host Matt Walsh, Knowles' tweet violated the platform's rules on abusive content. Attention, Elon Musk. Michael Knowles was suspended for posting a Bible verse. And Matt Walsh says, I assume this was a mistake. Can we get his account restored ASAP? So I have I quit Twitter. You know I did this?
Yeah.
I'm so proud. It's like quitting Twitter, getting married, birth of my first child.
What about your second child?
Yeah. I'm so glad I'm not in that dumpster fire anymore. It just was not good for me.
Yeah.
I don't think it's good for many people.
No, it's built to make us more vicious towards one another.
Yeah.
I mean, don't you think like the very design of it is you can't encapsulate long arguments. Right. It's just conclusions. And so if there's no way to walk with somebody down their thought process, then there's no way of actually being able to understand them or where they're coming from. And so it's, as a result, if you're just tossing conclusion off of one another, it's built and designed around enmity.
Yeah.
And I'm trying to find the full tweet, but I did find that the verse specifically that was in the tweet that got him suspended was, beloved, never avenge yourselves, but leave it to the wrath of God. For it is written, vengeance is mine, and I will repay, says the Lord.
Wow.
So I don't know what else is in the tweet, because I doubt he got suspended for just that.
I see. Knowles shared Romans 12:19, which reads, but yeah, just to say exactly what you just read. Never avenge yourselves, but leave it to the wrath. I mean, if anything, you could take that in the most beautiful way and say, like, this horrible thing has happened. Someone targeted a Christian school. Yeah. We shouldn't avenge ourselves. When you start getting banned from posting Bible verses.
So he linked to the Daily Wire article on the Trans Day of Vengeance that has been scheduled for April 1st for a while.
Oh.
So I believe he was...
So he's talking to trans people, not to avenge themselves.
So he linked this article, which I can send to you, Matt, so you can talk about it if you want. I'll Slack it to me from your account over here. But
he posted a Instagram post after his suspension, and it says, I've been suspended from Twitter for quoting the Bible. Specifically, I quoted a verse urging people not to take vengeance.
Yeah. Well, and then cites over that the trans community is not taking on this long form of long suffering.
Oh, holy
I guess that's the implication, right?
Trans activists called for Day of Vengeance before Nashville shooting. And that's what it looked like. Trans Day of Vengeance. Stop trans genocide. The abuse of language is just, what do you say? Awful, vicious, manipulative. It's
a result of the breakdown of friendship, you could say.
Yeah. Let's get to that then. Yeah. No, it really is. Yeah. We would really have to use correct language. I mean, this is, what's his name? Anthony Eslon talks about this. It's so necessary to use words correctly. It's like when you call abortion healthcare. Or I just had a fellow on from Canada the other day. They know they're moving away from assisted suicide or euthanasia, and they're now calling it MAID, which is what again?
An acronym for medical aid in dying.
It's like, who's going to be now? You're going to be opposed to that? Are you opposed to medical aid in dying? It's like, yes, because I'm against killing innocent people. But this idea of genocide, the idea that anyone is declaring genocide, is insane and just incorrect. Incorrect. You would think that a Trans Day of Vengeance would be what got banned, not Michael Knowles calling for people not to take vengeance on people.
When does Musk actually close on Twitter?
Oh, he's closed.
He has.
Yeah.
So I mean, it's amazing that more of this change hasn't already occurred.
So what's happened recently is because I've been paying attention to this, is there are still, so because Twitter had integrated a lot of their like, just like the kinds of moderation tools that were like very Orwellian.
Mm-hmm.
They're integrated so far into the system that it's taking a really long time to pull them all out.
Mm-hmm.
And so people are getting suspended and banned automatically for things that Twitter and Musk, the new team at Twitter and Musk are not necessarily doing. But what's happening is like the old robots and the old tools are just kind of taking action in of themselves.
The robots are taking over.
Like one of the things that happened. One of the things that happened.
It was dead. People know what we're referring to.
The humans are dead.
I have no idea what you guys are talking
We
about.
took poisonous gases. And we poisoned their bottoms.
Actually, their lungs. Binary solo. Sorry.
What is happening?
The flight of the Conchords, baby.
Okay.
To your point about whenever a social media seeks to truncate your speech, it inevitably becomes pernicious. It's part of the reason TikTok is so pernicious, and I think it's the same thing with Twitter. As you say, you can't. It's not about reasoning with people, and it puts you in the mind frame that you're not open to reasoning.
Right.
Like no one goes to Twitter for deep philosophical reflection. They go there for quick hit bits and curiosity and. Hey, thanks for watching that clip. Would you like this beautiful, very high quality, definitely not made in China, not that there's anything wrong with that, Pints with Aquinas beer stein for free, sent to your door? Would you also like a copy of The Jill sent to your door 4 times a year? This is the Pints with Aquinas newspaper, by the way. If you do, go to mattfradd.locals.com and become an annual supporter for any amount. We'll send you that stuff for free, and you get a bunch of other free things in return. You'll get more information by going over to mattfradd.locals.com. Thanks.